Let's take a look at simplifying the square root of the square root of the square root of x. So where do we begin? Begin on the inside. So first, take a look at this part here. This is the square root of x. So what we can do is we can put equals square root, and the first inside square root can be written in exponential form as x raised to the 1/2. That's equivalent to having the square root symbol. If that seems a bit abrupt, then you perhaps have to review a bit more about square roots. I'm assuming that because this is relatively more advanced, you've got those basics down. Now after that, I'm going to have the following here. I have another square root right here. So I'm going to write square root and then x to the 1/2 and then raised to the 1/2 again. Lastly, we have another square root here. So I'm going to write one more time x to the 1/2 raised to the 1/2 raised to the 1/2. So this last big square root converts into the last 1/2 all the way at the end here. So now that's going to give us x to the 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2, which is just x raised to the 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, and then 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So this is the exponential form. Now you can write this in radical form as the 8th root of x to the first. That's how the parts of the fraction convert into the root symbol here. But nobody writes the ones, so we just write this. The 8th root of x is what the square root of the square root of the square root of x is. The 8th root of x. On your own for practice, you should try this. First of all, you should really just invent your own example always. It should come from your own mind above all else. But imagine there's a 2 out here, which is the square root, but you can be explicit and put a 2, the second root. And then here I'm going to put a 3 for the cube root, and then x. What does this become once you simplify it? So I mean, you see how this has here 3 square roots. In the end, we have just the 8th root of x. So what does this become using logic similar to this? All right, if you like these types of videos, please be sure to drop a huge like. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day.